So I have been trying very much so to finish this giant book, and I'm pretty far, but at the same time I'm not far. I'm not even halfway through, and I've been reading it for like 3 weeks or something stupid. So what I thought was maybe if I read a different book that's shorter, lighter, easier to read, something that I might enjoy a lot more, I could read that, and then maybe it will make me want to read this giant book again. So I picked a book off my shelf and decided to read it. Thought it would take me like 2 or 3 days to read. I started reading it last night, and I just read until it was done. I read it in one sitting, from cover to cover, and it was amazing. And that book was The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. Okay, 5 stars. 5 out of 5 stars. This was a wonderful book. The Fault in Our Stars is about this girl named Hazel who is living with cancer and goes to this depressing support group every week that she doesn't want to go to, but her mom makes her go because she wants her to like live life and make friends, and she ends up making friends with this boy named Augustus. Yes, his name is Augustus, but it kind of suits him actually. And there's more to the story than just this girl with cancer and this boy that she becomes friends with. But I don't want to tell you what it is because it doesn't spoil anything, but I actually very much enjoyed reading it not knowing what the actual main plot was. I knew it was going to be deeper than just this girl with cancer and this boy Augustus. I knew there was more to it than that. But I enjoyed finding things out with the characters and discovering what they were discovering as it went, and knowing this is what it's going to be about, this is what's going to end up happening, they're going to do this because of this. I can't tell you what it is because I very much enjoyed figuring that out as the book went, so I want you to figure it out as the book goes as well. Okay, so it's about a girl who's living with cancer, so obviously there's going to be some sad parts. But besides the fact that knowing a cancer book is gonna be sad, whether the person dies or not, it was also very funny. I laughed out loud quite a few times during this read, and it just brightened my heart. And I loved Augustus. I loved him. Like from the very, very beginning, like the first sentence that he said, pretty much, I was in love. He is hilarious and, you know, even kind of arrogant, but in a very sexy way. Horrible, gross, he's 17, but he's not real, so it's okay. I read this book from cover to cover in one sitting. It took me like 5 hours or 5.5 hours or something, and it was very refreshing, actually. I've never read a book in one sitting before. I've read a book in like two or three sittings, but never one sitting. This is the first time this has happened, and I didn't think I would read it in one sitting. But, you know, I was halfway through the book, and I was like, wow, I just read half of this book. I want to continue, and I want to finish it right now. It's just a wonderful story with wonderful, strong characters, and I just couldn't put it down. It was very, very easy to not want to put it down. I found this book actually very honest, and very realistic, the way that they talked, and the things that they talked about. Seriously, it is a very, very good read. I think that you should go read this book if you haven't read it. And the only other thing, that reading this book did not make me feel better about reading this giant book. It actually just made me want to read more John Green books. So if you have any other favorites by him, please tell me which one I should read next, because I want to read them, and I feel like I kind of want to read all of his books in one sitting now. Because I've done it with this one. I should make it like a tradition. John Green books feel like they're going to be one-sitting books. Maybe not, maybe it's just this one, but yeah. 5 stars, beautiful story, wonderful characters. I love Augustus. Hazel's good too, but Augustus was fantastic.